Imagine two boats racing across a vast ocean. One boat is designed for endurance, moving slowly and steadily, staying low in the water to avoid being seen easily. The other is built for pure speed, leaping over the waves in a blur of motion, reaching its destination in a fraction of the time. Cruise missiles are a bit like those two boats. Some are designed to fly low, some to fly slow, some to fly far, hugging the Earth's contours to evade detection. Others scream through the sky at supersonic speeds, giving defenders mere moments to react. This essay will explore the famous Tomahawk missile, the Caliber missile, the BRAMOS missile, and other rivals, explaining what they do, how they differ, and their impact on modern conflict. This topic is more important now than ever. In an age of remote warfare, cruise missiles allow nations to project power across immense distances without risking pilots or ground troops. The Tomahawk Land Attack Missile, or TLAM, is a long-range all-weather subsonic cruise missile developed by the United States. Its story began in the 1970s, born from the need to strike high-value targets from a safe distance. It became a household name during the Persian Gulf War in 1991, where its televised strikes demonstrated a new era of precision warfare. A Tomahawk is essentially a small, pilotless jet aircraft. It is equipped with a powerful jet engine and small wings that deploy after launch, allowing it to fly low to the ground for hundreds of miles, making it difficult for enemy radar systems to detect and track. The Tomahawk's primary strength has always been its combination of long range and incredible accuracy. Depending on the specific variant, a Tomahawk can travel over 1,000 miles, about 1,600 kilometers, to deliver its 1,000-pound conventional warhead. To find its target, the missile relies on a sophisticated suite of guidance systems. It uses the Global Positioning System, GPS, for primary navigation, but it also has an internal mapping system called TERCOM, Terrain Contour Matching. This system compares the terrain below with a preloaded digital map, allowing navigation even if GPS is jammed. Russia's primary answer to the Tomahawk is the Caliber family of cruise missiles, developed in the post-Soviet era and introduced into service in the 2010s NATO name SSN-27 Sizzler. It's a modular system with several variants. This versatility is one of its defining features. Versions exist for anti-ship warfare and land attack missions, much like the Tomahawk. The land attack version, known as the 3M14, gained attention for long-range capability and recent combat use. In October 2015, Russian warships in the Caspian Sea launched a volley of Caliber missiles, striking targets in Syria over 900 miles away, a strategic statement. Like the Tomahawk, land attack Caliber is subsonic and flies low to avoid radar. It's guided by GLONASS and an inertial navigation system for high accuracy at long range. A key feature is wide deployment across the Russian Navy, from large submarines to small corvettes and patrol boats, distributing long-range strike across many cheaper vessels. That makes the threat harder to track and neutralize, while role and performance remain broadly similar. While the Tomahawk and Caliber cruise at subsonic speeds, the BRAMOS missile represents a completely different philosophy of attack. Overwhelming speed, a joint venture between India and Russia, the BRAMOS is a supersonic cruise missile. It travels around Mach 2.8 to Mach 3. Short flight time gives defenders far less reaction time, making interception extremely difficult. High speed adds immense kinetic energy on impact. That makes it devastating against hardened targets and warships. It launches from ships, submarines, land-based mobile launchers, and aircraft like India's Su-30 MKI, expanding strike options. Trade-off: BRAMOS sacrifices range for speed. Tomahawk can exceed 1,000 miles in BRAMOS, originally around 290 kilometers, with newer versions extending range, making BRAMOS a tactical, near unstoppable blow against ships or key nodes. Beyond the general-purpose Tomahawk and Caliber, several nations built specialized cruise missiles. The U.S. Navy's long-range anti-ship missile, LRASM, is a prime example. Designed for contested environments with sophisticated jamming and decoys, LRASM combines radar and infrared seekers to autonomously find and identify a target within a group of ships, without relying solely on GPS or external guidance. It can search a set area for a ship type, avoid civilians and friendly forces, then plan an attack route to evade defenses. Based on a proven long-range airframe, it offers several hundred miles of standoff, launching from B-1B bombers and F/A-18 Super Hornets, key for the Western Pacific. A European counterpart is Storm Shadow, Scalp, in France, an air-launched, subsonic, stealthy deep strike missile. It flies low to strike high-value, fixed land targets like command bunkers, air bases and infrastructure. Guidance blends GPS, inertial navigation, and an infrared seeker for terminal target recognition and very high precision. Used in Libya in 2011 and against ISIS targets in Iraq and Syria, it was supplied to Ukraine in 2023 and 2024, enabling deep, precise strikes against critical Russian targets far behind front lines. No offensive weapon exists in a vacuum, and advanced cruise missiles drove parallel advances in defense. The first layer is detection. Satellites, long-range ground-based radars, and E-3 Sentry airborne early warning aircraft scanning for heat signatures or radar reflections of a launch. Warning time is precious. A low-flying subsonic missile can appear over the horizon with only minutes to spare. Once detected and tracked, interception begins. Aegis combatants can track dozens of targets and launch SM-2 and ESSM interceptors at varying ranges. On land, Patriot and THAAD form protective bubbles over critical areas. Short-range guns like Phalanx CIWS act as a last line of defense. Electronic warfare adds another layer. Jamming GPS or radar guidance can throw missiles off course, while ships and aircraft deploy chaff and flares to lure seekers to decoys. But stopping every missile in a saturation attack is incredibly hard, especially against supersonic threats like BRAMOS or stealthier missiles like LRASM. As missiles become faster, stealthier, and smarter, defenses must grow more sensitive, quicker, and more integrated across domains to keep pace. In summary, the world of cruise missiles is diverse and dynamic, each with unique capabilities. Tomahawk remains the benchmark for long-range, precise land attack from sea-based platforms. Calibre mirrors that capability while distributing strike potential across smaller ships. BRAMOS trades range for supersonic speed and penetration probability. LRASM hunts in electronic clutter. Storm Shadow delivers stealthy, air-launched deep strikes. Offense drives defense in an endless race that shapes strategy and global power.